Hello, chat. Welcome to the Weekly Sip. Today's a bit of a hectic day for me. Hold on. Today's coffee is a French vanilla from Tim Hortons because I've been in and out of the house all morning. So what's going on is today, before Skaven starts at 3 p.m., I needed to record a video, which I did. This stream, which I need to do very quickly, and I have to go to a funeral for about 2 hours, and it's for Naomi's grandmother. I'm fine. Naomi is not feeling the greatest, but that's to be expected. So I basically just need to. We're doing the sip. We're doing the sip, but it's going to be a short one. I'm going to speedrun this sip because basically, in about, I need to be going out the door in about an hour and a half, which is not a big deal. I'm already set to go. I'm just going to maybe do this for an hour and then go. So, hello. How's it going, everyone? Oh, coffee's good. I didn't want to cancel, but it is going to be a shorter sip than normal. Sorry. But I'm good to see that you're all here. I appreciate everyone tuning in. Now, I'll save the fan art segment for a sip when I can actually give it the trouble it deserves, or the time it deserves. I'm not going to do it today. I'm just going to do a quick announcements regarding the community and the news. Okay, community announcements. Minecraft server, yes, it's still returning. The issue at this point has been that I've had a few significant problems with basically the network, the home network that I set up. I wanted to integrate a network switch into it as well as a NAS. I got one of those. What's it called? It's like one of those tiny 4-bay home NASs for my house. Is it Syntec that does them? I don't know. Just wait. What's the? No, Synology. Yeah, it's like a tiny 4-bay NAS. I'm gonna put 4 20 terabyte hard drives in it. We're basically gonna use that as like a storage server, a local server for like all the things that we need. And I've had problems just setting up the home network because it turns out that like one of the components that I had was broken, and the network switch is apparently not rated for the speed that I would like it to be. Like it's been bullshit. It's been kind of shitty. But basically, once the troubles with the home network is set up and I have my static IP, next is the Minecraft server. Okay? Isn't Microsoft talking about disallowing private servers? They might be. I don't know. I haven't kept up with what's going on with Minecraft on that end. Oh, Thank you for the $10, Zercy. I'll make sure to pass it on. Thank you very much. But yes, I've basically had to do all of the day's tasks as well as block off about 2 hours before Skaven starts at 3 p.m. And also Adam, Sitch and Adam want me to come on their show tonight because they're having I think it's their 100th. Was it their 100th show? They want to have all their former guests on for like 5 minutes. So I need to. It's been a hectic day. It's been a very hectic day. Let me just check in. Oh, Adam says I can come in after Skaven's done. Okay. It's the 200th show today. Let me just reply to Adam really quick. I'll pop in after Skaven. Okay, done. All right. Did you see the soy screaming and seething about John being on Internet Historian's side channel? Yeah, everyone always rees over whenever John Tron resurfaces, and it's like, calm the fuck down, guys. Sargon's quite doomer-pilled right now. I don't blame him. Things in the UK suck, but still. Okay, let's get right to it. That's all the news that I have for you today. Videos will hopefully continue. Hopefully the gaming channel comes back tomorrow night because I've managed to do all the things for the most part that I need to do. So like it's been rough trying to hold everything together here, but like I'm sure you guys have enjoyed the output. So we'll see you tomorrow for hopefully a new video, and we'll see you on tomorrow night for maybe Dave and I will continue the Cuphead DLC tomorrow night or something. Anyway. If you want to support everything I'm doing, you can join the $5 club over at Patreon Subscribestar, the gaming channel's sub button on Twitch, or the YouTube memberships button. Also $100 to PayPal, put you into the $5 club for life. Send your packages on the to the PO box on the screen. I actually have enough packages to do a segment to open them. I just don't have time today. It'll have to be next week. So yeah, so that's what's going on. That is what's going on. Hold on a second. Sorry guys, I didn't want to skip today, you know, but I'm definitely like a bit disorganized. It's one of those days, you know? It's one of those days. Sorry. Let me pull all the things up that we're going to be looking at today. Okay, I think we're good now. Whew. Let's go. Where is it? There it is. 106-year-old Greek Yaya prays for the whole world every day. This is the only thing still keeping us alive, guys, is this old lady's prayers. At 106 years of age, a Greek Yaya, or a grandmother, named Anthi Katsouli, stands in her yard every single day and prays for the entire world. Born in the village of Katarakis in the region of Artan, Iropus, northwestern Greece, Katsouli has never left her hometown, which is situated near the stunning Zumerka Mountains. The mountain range found in northwestern Greece features stunning limestone peaks rising in the sky of the Achelous River. Okay, yes. The Greek Yaya, who feels moved every morning by the beauty of her surroundings. Hold on. By the beauty of her surroundings. Prays to her fellow man. Stands in her yard, which has an incredible view of the two waterfalls in the mountain, just to pray every day. What will happen to us when she dies? Yep, rip. The former farmer and mother of 3 prays not only for her own children, grandchildren, and great-grandchildren, but for the whole world as well. Recently, in a moment captured by her grandson Dimitris and posted on his social media accounts, Anthi decided to pray indoors. It was raining and the temperature had dropped significantly. Life in the village is located quite high in the mountain slopes. It's quite difficult in these winter conditions. Rather than stepping out into the cold, Anthi stood in her kitchen and opened a window to look out onto the stunning mountain range before her. When Dimitris asked his grandmother why she opened the window, she said, "So I can see God." As her grandson wrote, she has all the beauty of Greece in a body and soul that is 106 years old. Wow. Damn, dude. Yeah, she's ancient, ain't she? I mean, fair enough, right? She's the last thing holding us together. After she dies, we're all fucked, guys. What's this? Oh, yeah. So this is a really weird headline that later got changed, but I want you guys to experience it with me, okay? Real Holtznader, $5. Good morning, Deb. Hope you are. I am well. I mean, if you saw the start of the show, you'll know that there's some shit happening right now, but I'm doing okay. It's, you know what I mean? I pray that Dev and Lila stop fighting with the chat nonstop. No, I will always fight. It's too much fun. So, this headline is so fucking weird. Why child actors were warned about Matt Berry on the What We Do in the Shadows set. Wow. Why were warned the child actors for some reason, guys? So the original headline was Why Child Actors Were Warned About Matt Berry on the What We Do in the Shadows set. But the headline now reads Why What We Do in the Shadows is Matt Berry was nervous he'd get himself in trouble on set. He was concerned about working with the group of child actors on set for season 4 because of his dirty mouth. Wow. So this is a whole article about literally nothing. But for the first 24 hours of when it came out, there was a headline. And the headline basically said, or implied, this guy might be some kind of weird sex pest regarding children. And it's like, wow, you guys must be really desperate for clicks, eh? E Online? Just so happens, $5. I just had a coworker start talking about how America is the worst country and how her rights are getting stripped away from her. Jesus Christ. Hope the cat, $5. Thank you. Thanks, guys. May the Lord bless you this day, my good Canadian fellow. May your fat become muscle and your shortness be your strength. Yeah. Okay. See, this was honestly just ridiculousness, right? Subscribestar website lets extremists profit from hate. They tried to the SPLC, the Southern Poverty Law Center, tried to go after Subscribestar this past month. Subscribestar, an online subscription platform, is allowing dozens of far-right propagandists, conspiracy theorists, and purveyors of medical misinformation to generate almost $2 million a year from fans, Hate Watch has established. Many of these content creators were previously banned from other subscription and content hosting platforms because of their extremist content, disinformation, or off-platform behavior. Extremists collecting money on the site pay 5% of the money they generate from fans to Subscribestar. This means Subscribestar and its Russian founder, Mikhail Zadvorny, are also profiting from the content. Hate Watch's analysis also reveals that extremist-friendly content platforms, such as the video-sharing platform BitChute, are raising money on the site, making Subscribestar a major hub in an ecosystem of alt-tech sites that allow extremists and propagandists to continue profiting from hate. Hate Watch reviewed the accounts of 4,618 Subscribestar creators, termed stars in the platform, and calculated the monthly income for each of these using the subscriber numbers and subscription tier rates each star can elect to publish on their Subscribestar page. By the way, I have a Subscribestar. If you want to support me, go ahead. Please do. What do you mean my audio is not... I'm right here. God damn it. And here you go. You got BitChute, makes $250,000. Sargon makes 164,000. Like, Jesus. Then you got oh wait, are these? Oh, it's just only for selected individuals. Okay, yeah. Andy No makes 32. Alex Jones makes 51. These are some decent numbers people are pulling in, eh? I think I only make like $400 a month on there, but still, 400 is better than nothing. Thanks for everyone who supports me, by the way. The analysis tracked the monthly earnings over 10 months from June 2021 through March 2022. The monthly earnings figures for each star were then averaged in order to minimize the effect of temporary month-to-month fluctuations in income. Hate Watch then examined each account earning at least $100 per month on average. That's me! In order to find accounts promoting extremist content, or specifically attracting an extremist audience. This results in a list of 77 stars earning significant revenue on the site by producing far-right extremist or bigoted material. But Jesus Christ, bigoted material. Okay. I want to see like what their. So I want to see if I'm on this list. Is this the report? No. Hate Watch identified. Okay, fine. Fine. Male supremacist. Wait, hold on. Carl Benjamin is a male supremacist? Is he a male supremacist? Okay, this is honestly just a hit piece, but I want to find their data. Shoe head is ironically evil. Thanks, Silver Camaro. Like, what? This image. Surely we should be able to, like, Google, like, reverse Google search this, right? That's just gonna not get. It's not gonna fucking. All right. God damn it. Yes, extremists profit from hate. I want to. Okay, I accidentally closed it. God damn it. Male supremacy. Brain for $5. So I see that you support DIY hormones, centrist. Centrists sure look, sound, and smell a lot like leftists nowadays. Tell us about carbon taxes next. Jeez, you're so angry. The DIY hormone thing, it's one of those, like, most people shouldn't use it, but it's like a last resort thing. I treat DIY hormones the same way that I treat people who illegally smoke weed but actually have a medical need and can't get approved. That's how I view it. Something that you might unfortunately have to do, but it should not be normalized. Charlie, $5. Hey, Dev, what's a good way to contact you with a story about topic you've been covering that isn't just DMing you in Discord like a schizo in the night? Pass it on to my mods, because they'll send it to me. Okay. Hate Watch is the name of the group, right? We're going to look up Hate Watch. And I want to see what the fuck. Hate Watch is a blog that monitors and exposes the activities of the American radical right. Okay, we're going to search for Subscribestar. I want to see their data. Well, this is just the same article. Where's your... I want to see the 77. I want to see the list of 77 stars. Show it to me. What? Ron Paul Staffer. Okay, all these links are just like other bullshit. Okay, male supremacist first came to prominence. Dr. Cohen was banned. And you know, Michelle Malkin. Okay. Where's the list? Where's the fucking list? Hiding in plain sight. Huh. Oh, where? Alright, there's a bunch of other... Okay. There's no link to their data set as far as I can tell. Yeah, I can't see it. Well, this is bullshit, isn't it? Well, this kind of sucks. Damn. I wanted to see their data. My source is that I made it the fuck out. I don't know, man. Oh, well. Okay. Shut up. Okay. Ex-porn star Mia Khalifa calls men cheap and easy, leaving Twitter with a lot to say. Okay. I'm sure we all know who Mia Khalifa is. I'm sure we've all seen her videos on the internet. Former adult star Mia Khalifa courted fresh controversy by uploading a video on TikTok in which she responded to another user's clip where they had said getting a man should not be a goal in life. Mia Khalifa stopped making pornographic films in 2015. Although she's considered one of the most recognizable adult entertainers of the past decade, her experience has left her disillusioned with the industry. I mean, she is, like, really hot, that's for sure. Considering her widespread fame, most people would assume that Khalifa had been making pornographic films for a long time. But the reality is, most of the content she created was done over a span of 3 months. Following which, she promptly left the industry. In response to the original video, the Lebanese-American social media personality said, "Men are the easiest thing in the entire world. If you're wondering how you and another woman got the same man, it's because men are the easiest thing in the world." Explaining her experiences with dating men, she said, "I have never wanted a man and not gotten him. Do you have any idea how many men have wanted me and not gotten me?" Though Mia did admit to having slipped up in the past when it came to certain men. Granted, some dusties have caught me slipping, but there has never been a single man that I have wanted that I have not gotten because men are cheap. Honestly, I feel challenged now. You know, she's clearly very hot. She's like a 10 out of 10. But at this point, I would legitimately be like, no. I would take one for the team and reject her. Just for the memes. It's often been assumed that Mia's stint with the adult film industry must have been extremely profitable for her. However, she clarified she only made $12,000 in total. Jesus Christ, you made like 100 fucking films, dude. You better have made more than that. Approximately a dozen shoots over 3 months, Mia's career was short-lived but intense and indelible. I have seen enough different Mia videos, exposing myself here a little bit. I've seen enough to know that it wasn't a dozen shoots. Unless she shot like 9 in one shoot. These videos being shared like hotcakes, having been viewed over 9.3 million times. Okay. Mia Khalifa is right. Men are cheap and easy. You can literally get any guy you ever want. They are not anything to be proud of getting. It sounds like you might be dealing with very low status men. All right. Siding with Mia. Yeah, okay. Yeah. And of course, this guy says Mia Khalifa calling men cheap and easy has to be the most ironic thing I've ever seen. So, here's the conversation. She's absolutely correct. In that, she can definitely get any man that she wants. That's true. But, here's the kicker. She cannot keep any man that she wants. That's the difference. It is very easy to get a man. It is very hard to keep a man. And she has a lot going for her to get someone, but not a lot going for her to keep someone. You know, she's gone through a number of different boyfriends, and I think at least one marriage that has all basically fallen apart. And it's like, yeah, you got them, but they also got you, you know? Like, they wanted to fuck, and they got to fuck. But they didn't actually want you for the rest of your life. That's the point here. Is that men are easy to get, but they're not easy to keep. They're actually very hard to keep. You have to be a very high-quality woman in order to keep a man around. Now, if you don't want to keep men around, I mean, that's your business, right? If you just want to have sex with literally everyone, you know, you go off and have fun. That's your right. But there will come a point in which you actually want someone who's not transitory. And then you have to be able to offer them something. And that something can't be sex. That something cannot be sex. And that is a lesson that because Mia Khalifa is still very attractive, you know, despite being, 7 years on at this point, she has yet to learn. She will, eventually. Yeah. She will eventually. It'll take time. Sargon said that women are the gatekeepers of sex and men are the gatekeepers of relationships. That's basically it, yes. Women are the ones who choose men. But then when it comes to actually sticking around for more than a few nights, then men choose. Then men are the choosers. So this is something that you'll figure out. Now, of course, everyone has different tastes, right? Some people are completely fine with their partners having had an extensive sexual history, and that good for you. You do what you want, but that's not most people. Most people actually prefer their partners to have at least some sense of prudence, to have some standards, to bring something to the table more than their looks, if it's going to be more than a physical relationship. This is something that Mia Khalifa will learn eventually. Jasso Havens for $5. She has taken the easy route for money and sold her body. Instant disqualifier. I'd rather take a woman who thinks DoorDash is a job. Yeah, fair enough, right? Fair enough. What made me choose Naomi? Initially, like we're not going to talk about physical attraction because I'm obviously physically attracted to her, but that's like that's like a non-conversation. It's like, well, I thought my girlfriend was cute. It's like, okay, well, yeah, but like, what else? Beyond that, it's the fact that she is like an extreme gamer, and we bonded over that quite heavily. Like she is definitely she is like a pure. I don't mean tee I'm a gamer. Look at me, boys. No. Like spends like 10 hours or 12 hours or 14 hours a day just fucking playing video games, and it's like nice. She's quite obsessed with video games, and I like it. I like the fact that we can have very in-depth conversations about gaming. That was the first thing that got me into her. Steven Samard for $5. A lock that opens to any key is a useless lock, but a key that can open any lock is a useful key. I mean, only partially. Like, I think there's a better way to describe what you're talking about that I think is probably more useful, and that is that you should strive to make yourself attractive to many different women, but still ultimately only choose one. Charles Kahn, I was describing her back when we first fucking got together. I still think she's cute now. Jesus Christ. Listen, we've been together for like 6 years, dude. Like, I'm describing my view of her back in the day. I still think she's cute now. Anyway. Let's continue. Hey, Frida. Supreme Court rules that innocence isn't enough to overturn a black man's conviction of murder. Isn't innocence exactly the thing that we're trying to determine? Jesus. Barry Jones, who sits on death row in Arizona after being convicted in 1995 for the rape and murder of his girlfriend's 4-year-old daughter, is still facing execution, despite evidence indicating he may be innocent. What? Jones had his conviction overturned in 2018 when a federal court concluded that he hadn't received effective counsel, which is a violation of his Sixth Amendment rights. There's a reasonable probability that the jury would have not convicted him of any crimes of which he was charged and previously convicted. Arizona's Attorney General appealed the decision to the Supreme Court after losing in the 9th U.S. Circuit Court of Appeals. State prosecutors then continued to stand against Jones, saying his innocence isn't enough to throw out his conviction. What? Oops. With a 6-3 vote on Monday, the Supreme Court agreed that Jones's innocence is not enough to set him free. When 4-year-old Rachel Gray died of a laceration of her small intestine, prosecutors says Jones must have caused the injury when he was taking care of her on May 1st, 1994. Speaking with Liliana Segura, who published an extensive article for The Intercept in 2017, Jones said that the little girl did die under his watch, but he never killed her. According to Jones, the 4-year-old hit her head when she fell out of a car while playing with other children. The next morning, the child's mother, Angela Gray, found her daughter unresponsive in her room. The girl was then rushed to the hospital where she was pronounced dead. Segura presented evidence from 3 medical experts who defended Jones. And there's the medical experts. The girl's intestinal injury could not possibly have been inflicted on the day prior to her death. Dr. Mary Pat McKay, who also reviewed the evidence, said there is zero evidence to indicate that Rachel's fatal injury occurred within 24 hours of death. Okay. Rachel's small bowel laceration was not inflicted May 1st, 1994, and thus Jones's jury was misled to believe otherwise. Jones's lawyers have been accused of failing to present evidence that could have proven his innocence. Jones's trial counsel failed to undertake even a cursory investigation and as a result did not uncover readily available medical evidence that could have shown that Rachel sustained her injuries when she was not in Jones's care. The ruling in Jones's case adds to the concern of black defendants who continue to disproportionately face the death penalty. According to the National Registry of Exonerations, innocent black people are 7 times more likely to be wrongfully convicted of murder than innocent white people. Okay. So this is the racial disparity part of the article. We already know what's going on here. Regarding this specific case, it seems like his lawyers, his trial counsel, was so incompetent that they did not present obvious evidence that would have shown him to be innocent. And he's now been on death row this entire time. 1994, guys. And now the Supreme Court has actually said innocence isn't enough to set him free. Wow. What a fucking shit show, dude. No. The evidence said that the injury that killed her could not have happened when Jones was actually watching her. No, he hasn't been declared innocent, but they have discovered that his lawyer was so fucking incompetent that they didn't present evidence, important evidence in his favor. Oh, fuck. His lawyers. Oops, my bad. You think that they're leaving something important out of the article? I mean, maybe. That's not evidence, that's testimony from experts. Jesus, okay, hold on. Let's look it up. We will look it up. Her name was Rachel Gray. Oh shit, there's actually a lot of Rachel Grays. Okay, Rachel Gray, 1994. There's no Wikipedia page on it. There usually is. Oh god. Rachel Gray is the daughter of Wolverine and Jean Grey. Fuck off, Marvel. What happened to Rachel Gray? Shoddy police work, junk forensics, and a flawed defense converge in the case of Barry Jones. Did Arizona send an innocent man to die? Damn. Damn, dude. Oh, now I'm doing something with some file copying. It's related to the NAS. So, here, you know what? I don't have the time to go into like a big in-depth thing. I need to hold on. I need to be done this in the next half an hour. We're not going to go on a link search, guys. We're going to keep going. Wolverine, that's where the laceration came from. Shinzo Abe's political party wins supermajority in parliamentary elections. This is Japan, by the way. So there was an election happening. Shinzo Abe got assassinated, and now his parliament has won a supermajority. Everyone should have seen that coming, frankly, because, well, he got assassinated. Japan's ruling coalition won a sweeping supermajority in the country's parliamentary elections on Sunday, which would enable it to fulfill former Prime Minister Shinzo Abe's enduring ambition to reform the country's pacifist constitution. So it seems like the Liberal Democratic Party in Japan, they want to be able to allow Japan to have a military again. And at this point, I'm not necessarily against the idea. I think Japan, World War II is a long time ago. Japan's quite modernized and quite Western oriented right now. They've had significant success being partners with the West rather than being an imperialist power. I think Japan having a military at this point is probably okay. It's probably okay. Yeah. Is coffee racist? I finished all my coffee. Shit. I can't slurp. How drinking coffee perpetuates white supremacy. Created by black people for black people, and now a pillar of white supremacist capitalism. If you consume coffee, you are helping an industry built on racism. If you're a person of color, you know what I'm talking about. You walk into a new coffee shop and your senses are overwhelmed with whiteness, and you get the glare from the Karens. The white hipster barista lines herself up between you and the bathrooms, ready to tell you non-customers aren't welcome. What? Does it ever happen to like a random black person walks into a coffee shop and they're like, you can't go to the washroom. Just buy something then. Okay, non-customers aren't welcome. Fine, become a customer. Oh my god, fuck. If you have a white coffee drinking friend, he or she may even let you in on the old coffee joke white coffee drinkers share when people of color aren't around. There are three things that are necessary in order to make a cup of coffee, and they are: first, a black man to roast the coffee; second, a yellow man to grind it; and third, a white man to drink it. I have never heard this joke before, but you know what? I'll tell a person of color that joke. It's funny as fuck. Coffee is in fact horribly racist, and there is data to back it up. Every facet of the coffee industry is, in fact, rooted in racism. From the moments the whites viciously stole coffee from black and brown people, to the present day Karen sipping her morning cup of white supremacy, whites have been able to drink the fruits of our labor and our culture with impunity. Oh my god, guys. There's nothing more important to black folks than learning more about their rich history and embracing the unequaled creativity and genius of their blackness. It's only recently that historians have begun to recognize the achievements of black people, from building the pyramids to composing classical symphonies to creating the day-to-day life fuel of the white supremacist capitalist system. The history of coffee is both fascinating and tragic. Working through this unpleasant history is necessary for everyone involved in coffee. For some, this history is a source of empowerment. For others, it is a source of anger, hurt, and shame. Unfortunately, for many, this history is unknown. It's important that we understand and acknowledge this history. It's a well-known fact that whites would be eating bland food like plain bread and gruel if it weren't for their theft of culinary secrets from people of color, especially black folks. What about the Italians, dude? Italians love spices. That's precisely why, when the whites found out about coffee, it became one of the reasons they decided to victimize and appropriate black civilization wholesale. The first coffees exported to North America and Europe were harvested by slaves. I mean, that's true, yeah. Later, enslaved Africans prepared and served coffees for their slave owners when they were not laboring in the fields. Coffee first came to North America and Europe between. Okay, okay. Let's see. White supremacy is built into the foundation of the coffee industry. The global coffee economy was created through colonialism, the white supremacist system under which European countries invaded, subjugated, and exploited the countries of black and brown people. After Dutch spies stole coffee from Africa, Europeans forced black and indigenous people into slavery to grow it on colonized land. Wow. Yeah, it was the Arab slave trade that brought coffee around the world, by the way. It wasn't. Okay. Anyway, this is a very long, very ridiculous article about. It's just they're just saying the same thing. They're just saying the same thing. Hold on. It's just coffee's racist. Coffee's racist. Coffee's racist. Coffee's racist. It's okay. A proper commitment to doing anti-racist direct action requires that we give up coffee altogether, unless you're Ethiopian. No. I will continue to host my white supremacist coffee show every Sunday. And fuck you. How much time do I have? I gotta choose and pick my articles. I only got like 20 minutes or so. Vabbing. The TikTok trend that says you should use vaginal juice as perfume. Pheromones, guys. Basically, you wear your vaginal fluids as perfume. You put your fingers inside yourself, then you dab your juice on your wrists, neck, behind the ears, wherever you'd normally put perfume. People talking about it on TikTok reckon that the pheromones from your puswa will help you attract partners. Wow. I swear, if you vab, you will attract people like a date, a one-night stand, or you'll just get free drinks all night. Oh my god. Oh my god. Here we are. Here we are. Who knows where the practice of wearing your vaginal fluids as perfume came from? Maybe cave people. But according to Mandy Lee, the term vabbing came from a podcast called The Secret Keepers Club. Two comedians host the show, where a listener experimented using her coochie juice as perfume. She said she had overwhelmingly positive results, and now all of her friends are doing it too. Popular sexologist Shan Budram has been doing it for 15 years and says that by transferring your pheromones, you're transferring that excitement and making people drawn to your raw human scent. Oh my god. Guys. Vabbing. Va- vabbing, guys. Men are easy to pick up, says Mia Khalifa. I can get any man I want. Also, I'm so desperate for attention, I need to vab and hope that it fucking actually works out. The perfussy. Oh, God. Okay. 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 This is from Pride Month, so it's a little bit late. Sorry. Burger King did not think through its Pride Whopper ad. They hit bottom with this one. So, for Burger King Pride Month, you could order burgers to have 2 top buns or 2 bottom buns instead of a top and a bottom bun. It's so the burger's the exact same. It's just that there's 2 equal buns. You can get 2 top halves or 2 bottom halves. So yeah, the internet lost their collective minds at this story because you were literally ordering a burger with 2 tops, 2 tops or 2 bottoms. Time to be proud. Time to be proud. If they spent any time talking to the queer community, Burger King would know that the last thing they want to do is pair a top with a top and a bottom with a bottom. Wow. That's actually really funny. That's actually really funny. Jesus Christ. Frida, I already sent you this article. You know what this is going to be. Encourage women to smell their poop to be more inclusive to trans women. All right, ladies, start smelling your own poop. In solidarity with trans women, you can make a difference by putting your olfactory system to use while going number 2. Yes, it's not a joke. We are sincerely asking all women to please spend more time smelling their poo during bathroom breaks and to critically examine what many of our gender have had to endure as part of the cost of bottom surgery. It is time for us all to do the work to truly emphasize with the sights, sounds, and smells endured by endured by every member of our large and beautiful gender community, including those with distinct transitioning odors. Okay, so the majority of smears from trans women revealed a mixed microflora that had some similarity with bacterial vaginosis microflora and that contained various amounts of cocky, polymorphous gram-negative and gram-positive rods, often with fusiform and comma-shaped rods, and sometimes even with spirochetes. Okay, so what's going on here is that because the hole that is a neovagina for trans women who have had bottom surgery shares a microbiome with the human colon, the same types of bacteria grow in there as do inside the human colon. So it smells like poop. A post-op trans woman's vagina can often smell like poop. And so, in order to normalize that smell, people need to start associating vaginas with poop smell. And part of the process is encouraging cis women to smell their own shit. So there's a bunch of posts from Reddit where people are noticing. So, for example, these are the Reddit posts. One night I was going to go down on her, so she washed her bits before she came in the bedroom and she laid in my bed. I was about a few inches from her face when I noticed a foul smell that I can best describe as stale urine, cheesy, and a bit like feces. I've heard of post-op MTF smells, but I've read most people saying that they go away quickly after transition. Anyway, I backed away because I was so put off by that smell. She kept asking what was wrong, and I eventually broke down and told her. She was confused and kept smelling herself, saying she didn't smell anything. She said she had just washed it, too. It's been a fight between me and her since she's so self-conscious about it. I asked if it could be an infection, or her hygiene habits, or her lifestyle, or her diet, because I know that those things can affect the smell of a vagina. She told me that's just the way that her vagina and all vaginas smell. She told me it didn't smell like what I described as, and it just smelled like a regular vagina. I tried asking my mother about it, what it could be. Why would you ask your mother? I tried asking my mother about what it could be, and she didn't give me any answers because she's not informed on the topic. I tried asking my gay cousin, but she didn't have any answers either. I was wondering if anyone in here could give me some advice on this. Do transgender women just have a different smell down there than cis women? Is that just her natural smell? If so, what can I do to get used to the smell? Okay. As I was transitioning, I found it triggering that my cisgender female friends didn't smell like poo. This is okay. that Jesus, that note came out of a Canadian school that had set up an anonymous tip box for the LGBTQ section to alert the faculty to issues faced by their community. Oh, wow. Wow. So, I'm attracted to pre-op trans women just fine. I am in no way ever attracted to a post-op trans woman. Sorry. Just no. That's a big no from me, dog. Scientists accidentally create super vicious hamsters in a lab after gene editing goes wrong and makes aggressive rodents that chase, bite, and pin each other down. Jesus. All right. Researchers at Georgia State University produced new hamsters with the hormone vasopressin in an effort to raise social communication between them. However, the chemical change turned the Syrian hamsters wild, prompting fights inside the cages. Hold on, I also like cis women though, and I'm not gay, all right? Jesus. We anticipated that this would reduce both aggression and social communication, but the opposite happened. Jesus. The key hormone avpra was thought to regulate friendship and bonding, with its removal expected to increase harmony between the animals. Instead, the lab experiment recorded high levels of aggression towards other same-sex individuals. We were really surprised at the results. Jesus Christ, guys. This is a big oops. All right. The scientists removed a receptor that interacts with vasopressin in key regions of the brain. Now that the mice, not mice, the hamsters were immune to the hormones, it was thought they would become friendlier. But instead, they were fighting, biting, chasing, and pinning down among the hamsters in their cages. Ooh. The professor said that we don't understand this system as well as we thought we did. I mean, I could have told you that. But I mean, at least they're not doing it to humans, right? Here's the headliner. Officer who accused McDonald's worker of taking a bite of his sandwich forgot that he already ate it. Wow. A sheriff's deputy in Indianapolis bit off more than he could chew from a local McDonald's, or at least more than he could remember. The Marion County Sheriff's Office launched an investigation last week after one of its officers said he suspected someone had taken a bite out of a McChicken sandwich he purchased at a McDonald's outside downtown Indianapolis. The officer, identified only as DJ, is a regular at the restaurant and told the station he did not make the discovery until hours into his shift. I started to warm up my McChicken and I noticed several small bites. I know I didn't eat it. No one else was around. I said, you know what? I am going to go to McDonald's and see if I'm going to go to McDonald's to see if they can get that taken care of. The officer returned to the McDonald's and spoke to a supervisor who offered him free food, which he said he didn't care anything about. I just wanted to find out who the person was and they deal with that person in the appropriate way. But you ate it yourself. So Officer Patrick Starr takes a bite out of his burger, puts it away, opens it back up, wonders where the fucking burger went. What the fuck? Worker melted in half after falling into vat of molten iron. Jesus. A 39-year-old worker died after falling into a molten iron vat of 2,600 degrees Fahrenheit, leaving half of his body lying on the floor. Holy fuck. Stephen Durkis of Illinois died instantly after he was presumably working alongside a crucible when he fell in. It was accidental and no foul play is suspected. Deputies were called to the facility at around 10 a.m. in regards to an occupational accident. My God. Like, this poor bastard. He just falls into the molten iron and just, well, I guess you're done. Fuck. He was taking a sample of iron from the Met lab and he apparently just tripped. He died instantly, but not all of him went in. Part of his body remained on the deck for the coroner to retrieve. Oh my, yeah, this is some live leak shit, guys. Jesus. What did he have on the Clintons? Okay, you know what? I'm only going to read one more because I need to go in 5 minutes for the reasons I mentioned at the start of the stream. Sorry, this is a short one, but you know what's going on. I basically need to get ready and go to the funeral. So Well, it's actually not a funeral. It's a memorial, but still. I'll see you next time, okay? But final article. Woman performing oral sex on driver causes his vehicle to crash into a FedEx truck. Oof. Two people inside an SUV were discovered naked after a crash between the vehicle and a FedEx truck Thursday, and it's what's going on inside that may have caused the collision. At the time of the crash, the woman inside the SUV was performing oral sex on the male driver. Wow. There were two people inside the FedEx truck, but their injuries were minor. The driver of the SUV sustained injuries to his private area due to what was going on at the time of the crash. Okay, so guys, imagine you're driving along. You got a girl sucking your dick. You're in the driver's seat. You head-on collision a FedEx truck. What do you think happens to your dick inside this chick's mouth? What do you think? You think that maybe her jaw like is broken shut and it just rips your dick off? Oh. Ooh, dude. Fuck. Yeah, that's a big old chomp, isn't it? All right. As I mentioned, I'm cutting the stream short. I have to go. Thankfully, it just so happened that the memorial it lines up in time with Skaven, so I shouldn't be late for Skaven over on Archer's channel, which is in about 2.5 hours. I'm leaving in about 20 to 30 minutes. Memorial is going to be maybe an hour and a half, and then I return to do Skaven. So, sorry, it's a shorter stream. We'll return to normal tomorrow. I'll be fine, guys. It's Naomi who's having a rough time of it. Okay. I'll read the super chats real quickly. Okay. Jasso Havens, $2. Metal as fuck. Yeah, dude. Tanushi, €5. In Finnish, telling a person to smell their poop is an insult along the lines of telling them to go fuck themselves. That's funny, actually. That's funny. Willazen, $2. Ah, yes, vabbing. I do so enjoy the odeur de la tuna. Fuck, dude. Aiden Paladin, $10. Here's the SCOTUS opinion. Thank you, Aiden. A convicted person cannot appeal their judgment on the basis that the public counsel was bad, explicitly for the purpose of bringing new evidence. It's not a great decision, IMO. Yeah, I disagree with that too. That sounds fucking ridiculous, guys. All right, that sounds fucking awful. BD, $10. No super chat. Thank you for the 10. Willazin for $5. So if coffee is white supremacy, is adding cream and sugar race mixing? Charlie, $2. Slurping intensifies. I will never stop drinking coffee, guys. Nighttime Lime, $5. What is a VIP super chat? Is it just a super chat with stars on it? Kind of disappointing. Yeah, I saw that your super chat had like a weird pattern on it. Thank you, though. Silver Camaro for $2. I don't trust the Intercept to report the truth. Okay. Fair enough. Dylan Elliott, $5. It's like Warhammer 40k. There is no such thing as innocence, only degrees of guilt. Jesso Havens, $2. A key that opens all locks gets worn out. Yep, that's true. Jesso Havens for $5. She has taken the easy route for money and sold her body. Instant disqualifier. Yeah, no, I think I already read this. The DoorDash one. Yeah, thank you. Silver Camaro, $5. I'm considering collecting a bunch of Shoe on Head tweets and compiling something akin to Doomer's Thing to prove that Shoe on Head is just as evil as Vosh. I think that you could probably do a project on Shoe on Head that shows her to basically be a third positionist. Like in the classical sense of third positionism, you know, like socially very right wing, economically very left wing. You could probably do that. I think there's enough on Shoe out there to show her to be a third positionist. I think that's it. Okay, guys. Thanks very much for all the super chats. I'm sorry that this was a much shorter stream than normal. We only just hit an hour, but I'm sure you all, I hope you all understand. I got invited on to Adam, such an Adam anniversary show. I'll have to go on it after Skaven. I should be able to pop in, at least say hi for a minute. You know what I mean? This is just a rough weekend for me right now. Okay, I will see you later. Thanks for being here. I need to go right now. Hopefully I'll be in time for Skaven. I'll see you soon. Have a good one, guys. I love you.